Alright, here we are in a beautiful Lake Havasu City morning looking at a 56 Chevy Belair two-door hardtop. Very nice little car. Beautiful body and paint on this car, resting on a body off restoration. Kind of do a little walk around for you and give you a good peek and feel about the car. You might hear jet skis in the background with the Jet Skis Nationals here in Lake Havasu. With that said, we're going to just cruise around a little bit here and give you kind of a better feel of the car. Slightly, little bit older restoration, but not too old. Has very few miles on it since it was done. It is body off, like I mentioned earlier. Zolatone floor pans, single colored chassis. A lot of time was spent on this old girl at some time, but the body's just spectacular. You can see the reflections in it. It's kind of a two-tone medium blue and silver. But the gaps are nice, the hood gaps are nice. You can not maybe get it for a couple little flaws here and there, but really not much to talk about. But the paint is very, very, very professional. Just look at the reflections there. It's got the same size tires all the way around, so it's easy to rotate for you guys that like to do that kind of stuff. Kind of car you should drive. A few little rock chips on the nose here and there that have been touched up, but no big deal. The chrome is gorgeous on this car. The grille, the chrome work, it's just very, very, very nice. A little distorted look of Spudman there. Again, just a few little minor little road chips. It's been driven. Hiding underneath that hood is a 383, like I mentioned. It does have a 700 R4 automatic transmission, Dana rear differential. Does have air conditioning, power steering. We'll go over some of that in the engine compartment here, but we'll also do the undercarriage video. We'll give you a better feel of the chassis I'm talking about. The doors are very nice. Door gaps, take a good look there. Door and hood, defenders. The fit all the way across is good. Morning. The alignment of the trim is very nice. The body is very straight. Open the doors here. Kind of give you a feel. Just with a finger shut. Very nice. Also the flippers work like they're supposed to. Door jamb to door jamb. Again, somebody spent a lot of time on this car. We know a little bit about the history on the car. Where they did the two-tone here into the door jambs, nice. This is a base coat, clear coat, by the way. You can't feel that line. And the finish on the door jambs is equal to that of the exterior of the car. Nice dash trim, little center console. A little bit of low light over here on this side, so I'm going as slow as I can. All the windows work appropriately. It's a nice tweed cloth, a gray, with just a tinge of blue in it. Boom. You look, the flippers went down when I shut the door. The owner has those adjusted just right. Stance just right on the car. It's not too high, not too low. Just a great little cruiser. But yeah, this should give you a pretty good idea of the straightness of this car. Just study that for a second. The trim has all either been polished or over the years here, I would think, or during the restoration. The fit of the trim is excellent. But the paint, yeah, it's a very nice base coat, clear coat. The fit of a trunk on a 56 is 50, try 5 together all in all. 55, 56, 57. They are difficult to fit. This one's fit very nice. You can see the gaps are nice. Typically they'll have a real high rise at the corner here. And this one does not. but you can kind of see the gap there on it. Step back and let you take a look at the left side rear of the car here. Again, once again, study the reflections on the side of the car. The owner's got her really shined up nice. She looks good. Of course, the fuel door's right here. I love doing Tri-5 Chevys. They're a lot of fun. Little differences between them. Where the fuel doors are, of course, style, but they're all on the same chassis. Kind of give you a look here inside. Again, it's a two-tone gray tweed and velour. All right, let's get inside. We'll take a little better look. We're going to show you the interior of it. Door jamb to door jamb, just like the other side. Very nice paint. VIN tags right there. It's a Victor Charlie 56, which tells you it was originally a V8 built car. Again, door jamb to door jamb. Very, very nice. Back seat there. There are no seat belts in the back seat, so if you're going to do the grandkids, you want to throw some seats in it, or seat belts. There are seat belts in the front. Driver, passenger. The velour headliner is the same material that's here. It's nice to have a cloth interior because you aren't sticking to a vinyl Naugahyde or leather. It's always fun to have leather, but I'll tell you what, cloth interiors are easy to use. Give you an idea of the seat here. Very nicely done dash. It does have a chrome tilt steering column with billet knobs on it. It does have a billet dash. Billet dash insert, which is nice, polished aluminum. Does have air conditioning. The controls for the air conditioning are right here. There's a switch here that flips the compressor on. It's a black toggle. So if you're buying the car, look for my instruction here. And then down there's a toggle switch to turn on the AC fan on the condenser. Does have a Dakota digital analog style dash. It's been updated since the restoration of the car. But very nice car. Take a look at the console here. It's got a nice little console. There is a remote for the audio system. Has a trunk mounted audio CD player with iPod connection. You turn it on in the trunk, but then it operates freely from the front of the car, so you can switch stations or tracks or that kind of thing. That is a Dakota digital clock over there. We're going to fire this girl up. Kind of show you. The miles since the Dakota digital was put in is 1792. I don't know what the miles were before, but I can tell you this car has limited miles on it. The body is very nice. Does not show a lot of age or use. The console's a low car style shifter. Of course, we hand these to our clients, Spud's Garage koozie in there. But it does have a shifter there that shows you what gear you're in. All the gauges this time appear to work. It does have wipers, electric wipers. We're going to go ahead and turn them on. Give you a feel. Whoop, whoop. Oil pressure is about 60. Temp's about 140 right now, and the customer did drive it here. There are no overheat issues that we know of. Volts are about 14, almost 15. Tack works. Get out and let you hear it run. Very, very, very nice. Sounds great. One of the things I didn't point out in the other part of the video is that there's a cutout for the exhaust on the rear bumpers, which is a nice little touch. Plus it gives you a little time to listen to it run. Anyway, we're thinking you get the idea. Why don't you get in? We'll take you for a ride. Let's take a look underneath the hood. Very clean, just like the exterior of the car. We probably already mentioned in the video, it's a 383 stroker with twisted wedge aluminum heads on it. Very healthy little car. The owner's got it very nice and clean. Go over a couple things here. It has Thorley headers on it that are heat coated. There's the power steering pump. The chassis is all that blue, which is very nice. You'll see that in our undercarriage video. Has 4-wheel power disc brakes. Edelbrock Performer intake manifold aluminum. A Proform Holley carburetor, which is a very expensive carburetor. Polished billet belt drive system, aluminum pulleys. We'll give you a good look at that. Coolant reservoir, polished aluminum. The radiator itself is a polished aluminum crossflow radiator. Has a nice polished cap on it here. That's the AC condenser you see there with electric cooling fan that you switch on when you turn the AC on. We'll show you that in the interior portion of the video, or we already have. Somebody spent a lot of time restoring this car several years ago. Limited miles since that time. K&N air filter, Heartbeat of America polished aluminum valve covers. There's the data tag under the hood. It is a 5610337D, which is a true Belair 1037 David. Does have MSD ignition. There is a box underneath the MSD ignition box down there underneath the battery. It is very healthy. We'll fire it up here for you. Take it for a little test drive. Anyway, there you have it. Very nicely done. Oh, I forgot to cover the bottom side of the hood is a nice gloss black. You can see the reflection of the engine in there. But I want to come back at the has a chrome alternator, polished AC compressor. There's the billet hardware for the belt drive. Anyway, we're thinking you get the idea. Definitely want to go to get in, fire it up, and take it for a little drive here, like I promised. One thing I didn't cover, because we always open the door on the driver's side after the walk around, but we usually don't shut it. We showed it on the passenger side. But see that? I just let go of that door, and it's really not on the hill. Incredibly nice. The door panel fit is nice. The flippers work like they're supposed to. Take it for a little spin. Take it fire it up, Dakota Digital Dash. Sounds healthy. Does have power steering, which is a nice little feature. 4-wheel disc brakes. We're going to turn the AC on. Again, you flip this switch on. Right there, it's got an idle kick up on it when you do it. There is a condenser cooling fan over here switch. AC does blow cold, does what it's supposed to do. We're going to go ahead and flip those off. Take it for a little spin here so I don't have you don't have to hear the fan sound. Kind of watch the shift indicator. I have it in neutral right now. See how it darks out neutral. There's the overdrive position right there. Nobody behind us. What we're going to do is just go up, flip a quick UE, come back like we usually do. We don't take a risk and take them out on the highway. Woo! Tell you what, this is a very healthy little car. The shifts are stiff, which is a good thing. Not sloppy, so to speak. I am one hand turning it around here with my hand. holding a camera on one and steering wheel on the other. We'll do a little stop here. We'll take a spin. Feel all the gears. First gear, second gear, third gear. Overdrive right there. There you go. Thanks for coming to Spud's Garage. Hang on. All right, as promised, we'll take a look at the undercarriage here. I don't know if you heard me on the run part of it there, but the bumpers are cut out to accept the exhaust coming out the back. The level of detail on this car is very nice. It is a body off restoration. The frames and body and all suspension components are one color. Pardon the stutter there. All the floor pans have been Zola toned and clear coated. Has a 10-bolt Dana axle in the back, so a GM axle in the back. Kind of give you an idea, just standard parallel leaf rear differential. It has polished American racing wheels on it. It has two 1565 R15s on all four corners, so you can rotate them. Does have four-wheel disc brakes, power. Those are rear disc brakes right there. Nice, the exhaust is nicely tucked up, look like Flowmaster style mufflers or aluminized mufflers. You can see the floor pans and the frame rail right there. No rust there. There's the Thorley headers, they come down nice, the exhaust runs nice, it's not all hanging down on this car. Again, look at the floor pans on it, just beautiful. Again, the front wheels, front disc brakes, same size tires. Front suspension's all been painted and clear coated. Pretty much standard 56 Chevy front suspension, but very nicely detailed. Pretty hard to mess with that. Of course, you could put tubulars on it if you wanted, but it really won't make much difference in geometry. Again, the header's coming down. There's a transmission cooler right there, mounted on the frame. Look how straight that car is. Look at the rockers. Beautiful. We're getting around to the end of the video. You definitely want to go to spudsgarage.com to see more. It does have an electric fuel pump. There's one of the lines, braided lines running to the rear. Floor pans again. Want to go to spudsgarage.com? You're currently on Spud's Garage YouTube, and you'll probably see this car on Spud's Garage eBay. All you have to do is Google Spud's Garage, you'll find us. But spudsgarage.com if you're web savvy. Thanks for visiting.